Hope everybody's doing well. I want to say hello to each and every one of you. Thank you guys for joining. Won't be keeping you guys too long. Hope you guys are doing marvelous. I want to say good afternoon to you. Been a very busy day today for me. When I had a late start, I had to get caught up on some sleep, and after that, I had some research to do, had a Zoom meeting to do, and talk to you guys. And after this, I got to eat something, and then do some more work on a presentation that I'm preparing for. So I hope you guys are doing well. Let me see. I want to talk about something with you guys today. Hope everything is going well. I want to talk about an article that came out. This article is dated May the 6th. The day is what, 7th? I think this is 7th today. Let's see. Yeah, today's the 7th. So yesterday was 6th. Came out Wednesday. Article Cuomo mentioned in an article yesterday, said it is shocking. Most new coronavirus hospitalizations are people who had been staying home. Folks, let me just share something with you. And that's the title of the article. I have it actually on my page. You can see it on my page. Let me give me down the sound on my phone here. I mentioned this about a week ago. I talked to you guys about the immune system and what my understanding is of it and how I've done my research and also listen to scientists. We've also talked about the immune system and pretty much confirmed a lot of ways, a lot of things about the immune system that I have done my research on and, getting more familiar with the immune system, how God created all of us. And and I mentioned, I think about a week ago in my video, maybe a week and a half, I don't know. I've been putting up videos left and right lately. Um, as I mentioned, everything that we are instructed to do, due to this pandemic, due to this lockdown, the coronavirus pandemic, everything that we've been instructed to do, it suppresses the immune system. We're not going out and we're not getting our vitamin D. We're locking ourselves in the house because we're not out getting our vitamin D, suppresses the immune system. We see all these bogus numbers about the coronavirus, and that put fear into us. That suppresses the immune system. Negative thinking is called stinking thinking. And let me tell you about stinking thinking. Make sure you get this. And if you don't, make sure you watch this video again so you can get it later. Stinking thinking leads to a stinking attitude. A stinking attitude will lead to a stinking health. And a stinking health will lead to a stinking death. And let me illustrate this. Hope that makes sense what I just said. Let's talk about stress for a second and the importance of why you should stay centered. Okay. And then I'm going to go a little bit more into the article. Stress works two ways. Remember, there's a natural law. One of the seven natural laws of the universe is the law of polarity. What is the law of polarity? It states that everything has an opposite: left, right, north, south, east, west, up, down, black, white. Okay. Everything has an opposite: night and day, life and death. Everything has an opposite. That is the law of polarity. That is a universal law. It's non-negotiable. That is the law. That is a law. It's one of the seven natural laws of the universe. About a year or two ago, I went over those natural laws. But today I'm going to talk to, just explain to you what that is so you understand the law of polarity as I explained this to you. So everything has an opposite. So let's talk about stress. What is stress in terms of the law of polarity? How does stress fits into the law of polarity? Well, you have good stress and you have bad stress. What is the difference and what are they? Distress is what we know as bad stress, okay? And good stress is what is called eustress. It's spelled EU and then the word stress. EU stress. Called, you can pronounce it eustress. Okay? Eustress is good stress. Distress is bad stress. Now, here's what you have to understand, folks. This is the importance of staying centered. I want you guys to really, really get this. You have to stay centered. You can't be on a distress. You can't be on a eustress. Bad stress, good stress. You can't be there. They call that bipolar. Now, I'm not one who believes in bipolar, but that's what they call it. That means you're on this emotional roller coaster. 1 minute you're up, you're feeling good. 1 minute you're down, you're feeling bad. Okay. Now, here's the importance of staying centered. Now, you got good stress, you have bad stress. So people will automatically think, oh, well, I want the good stress. Man, I want the good stuff, right? But here's what you have to understand. Here's what you got to know, folks. It doesn't matter if it's good stress or bad stress. They both have the same effect on the body. Okay? Cancer lives and thrives on stress and sugar. So even in good stress, again, good stress or bad stress, they both have the same effect on the body. Isn't that something? Now, that's the purpose. That's the reason you must stay centered. It's okay to have some excitement. It's okay to, oh yeah, every now and then. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a little angry from time to time. But if you have a pattern of this, I can almost assure you that you're going through eustress and bad stress and you're not staying centered. So you're going to cause some health problems. In order for you to call those health problems to exist, in order for cancer to live and thrive in the body, you'll have to have a suppressed immune system. So your immune system is suppressed because of you allowing yourself to get stressed out by the media. You're allowing yourself to get stressed out by so many other things that could be going on in your life. You're not staying centered. Problems are going to exist, folks. You don't handle problems by being stressed out. You got to stay centered and stay in focus. Boosting your immune system being centered helps to boost your immune system. Doing everything the opposite of what they're asking you to do is boosting your immune system. If you stand in the house, you're suppressing your immune system. If you're allowing these bogus numbers they come up with about the coronavirus, scare you, put you in fear, stress you out, you're suppressing your immune system. If you're not congregating with other people, absorbing other energies, you're suppressing your immune system, folks. Listen to me. I'm telling you what I'm talking science. I'm talking to you about what I've studied. I'm talking to you about what other scientists, not other scientists, because I'm not a scientist, but I study it. But I'm telling you what scientists are saying. You're starting to see people, you're starting to see doctors and other scientists are now starting to come out because they're getting tired of the propaganda scaring the people, scaring the masses. This is the same rhetoric. This is the same schematic situation that Adolf Hitler used to kill 11 million people. He led them to their death. How do you kill? Again, this is a question I keep asking every time I talk about this subject. How do you kill 11 million people? You lied to them. And back then, there was no social media. He reached his lie out to 11 million people. And so imagine what it's like today with social media. 90% of the population is on social media. So think about that. Think about the propaganda that's going out to 90% of the population. The population assists at 7 billion people right now. So I'm saying this thing to you folks. I'm explaining this thing to you so that you can have a better understanding. The article says, Cuomo says it's shocking most new coronavirus hospitalizations are people who have been staying home. I'm going to pull up in this article. It has a chart in here. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to read this chart to you folks. This is a chart. In fact, hold on. I'm going to show it to you so you won't think I'm making this up. Because people always want to see facts, but if it's not mainstream media, people want to say, "Oh, well, show me the facts." Here's your facts. I'm about to read this to you right now. You see that? Okay, I'm about to read this to you. And as a matter of fact, this is also posted on my page page for those of you who want to reference it and go to my page and see this article. And by the way, this article is also has been published by CNBC. That's mainstream media. So since people don't want to believe stuff from media that's not mainstream, that's mainstream media right there. And this is the chart I just showed you. You can go to my Facebook page, my business page. Well, I don't have it on my business page. I have it on my personal page. So here's the stats. Well, let me blow this up so I can see it better. Okay. Turn my phone to the side and blow it. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. Check it out, folks. Check it out. All right, here's the stats. Hold on, my phone just fell off the oh, there we go. I got it in there tight now. Okay, here we go, folks. I want you to hear this real clear. Watch this. This is going to trip you out. Watch this, folks. It says source of admission. Now, these are the people who have been admitted into the hospital due to being sick from the coronavirus. They're hospitalized. Check this out. Other, I don't know what other is, but other is 8%. People in nursing homes, 18%. Okay. The homeless. Now think about this. The homeless is the people who are not, they're not sheltered anywhere. They're on the street. They're homeless, right? Now they're telling everybody to stay in the house. But the homeless percentage for the homeless is 2%. Come on, folks. Talk to me. Hey, Mitch, how are you? You guys hear what I'm saying? The homeless of hospitalization, homeless people makes up 2%. Congregate people, I think I pronounced that right, is 2%. Assisted living facilities is 4%. Now, guess what? People who are at home, 66%. Y'all want me to read that? Y'all want me to read that chart again? Do I need to read this chart again? Listen, folks, I'm gonna read this chart again, and I'm gonna explain to you why that is the case. Again, source of admission. These are people who are hospitalized right now in the state of New York due to the coronavirus. If it's the same there, I'm pretty sure it's the same in any other state. Okay, but they did a statistic in New York because New York is like it's been hit with the worst cases. Okay. Other, I don't know what other is. That's 8%. Okay. Nursing homes, people in the nursing homes make up 18%. Okay, guess what? Jail and prison, cases for jails and prison, 1%. Homeless, 2%. Congregate is 2%. Assisted living facilities, 4% of people who are hospitalized due to the coronavirus, and people who have been staying home, 66%. Now, why is the people who are staying at home, how come their numbers jumps up way higher than people who are homeless, who makes up 2%? Way higher than people in jail and prison, which is 1%. Way higher than the nursing home, which is 18%. Way higher than assisted living facility that are 4%. Why is that, folks? It's because the people who are staying at home is doing exactly what the Dr. Fauci's and what the deep state, Bill Gates and Clinton's, WHO, the CDC doing exactly what they told you to do, which is actually suppressing your immune system. I've been saying this to you guys over a week now about the immune system. I told you how the immune system works. I told you what you need to do to boost your immune system. And listen, people who are staying at home, this proved my point. I've been saying this, folks. The article came out yesterday. I've been telling folks, everything they're telling you to do is weakening your immune system. You're staying home. You're not changing your diet while you're staying at home. You're still eating the way you've always been eating before the pandemic. You're still running around getting this Popeye's chicken sandwich. You're still running the Arby's. see what I'm saying? You're still eating the same type of diet. You didn't just change your diet because we're in the pandemic. You've been eating the way you've always been eating. So with that being said, since you've been eating the way you've been eating, you're going to pick up weight, right? Your blood pressure, your blood sugar, all that might be going up. And as these things are happening because your immune system is getting suppressed. And guess what happens? When your immune system gets suppressed, you are more vulnerable to the coronavirus than someone who was homeless. Don't argue with me. That is the number. The numbers actually says exactly what scientists are saying. The homeless are out there on the street homeless. Guess what? During the day, they sucking up all the vitamin D. You're in the house, ain't getting no vitamin D because you're afraid. They put fear into you. What is the acronym for fear, folks? What is the acronym for fear? False evidence appearing real. You guys understand that? The acronym for fear, false evidence appearing real. So they're scaring the hell out of you. That's how you control a population. You control a population with fear and ignorance. This is exactly how, and listen, look at this, folks. 66% people from home got hospitalized with coronavirus. And listen, this is exactly the same type of propaganda that Hitler used when he led 11 million people to their deaths. He lied to them. So the propaganda, they putting out this false information to you to scare you. Don't go outside. And listen to me, folks. Let me ask you this question. If staying at home is what we're supposed to be doing because the virus is out there, two questions following that. How come the homelessness is at 2%? How come the homeless people are not at 66%? And the people who are staying at home is at 2%. How come it's not that? It's the opposite. And the other question is, how come you don't see hazmat trucks out there exterminating the areas? How come you don't see hazmat trucks in people's stores exterminating the stores? You don't see any of that. They just simply tell you to stay home so your immune system can get weaker, so you can be more accepting to getting the vaccine shot, rolling up your sleeves. Do you guys see this now? I mean, one thing for sure, I'm not a fan of conspiracy theories. I'm about the facts. I like science. I love to study science. I love metaphysics. I'm metaphysical. I love metaphysics. I understand the commands go from your brains and goes all through your entire body. I know for sure that your body is a thinking body. Why? It's because scientists has found that the brain thinks because there are neuropeptides that aid the brain to think. And scientists have found that neuropeptides are also through the body, which means your body is a thinking body. You have 66 trillion cells in your body, folks. Every single cell has a function. Also, every single cell replicates itself. So let me talk to you a little bit about that before I cut you loose. 100 trillion cells in your body, that's more cells in your body than there are stars in the Milky Way galaxy. You have total control over each cell. Each cell has a function and each cell replicates itself. It makes copies of itself. So if you have cancerous cells in your body, cancerous cells is going to replicate more cancerous cells. If you allow yourself to get stressed, it puts a strain on your immune system. And as it put a strain on your immune system, so are the cells in your body. And guess what happens? Your cells will replicate more of the same image or more of the same cell. It mimics cells. Cells are mimicking. So if whatever state that cell is in, just pay attention, folks, whatever state that cell is in, it's going to duplicate that cell. It's going to mimic another cell to be in the same state that mother cell is in. So this is why you don't suppress your immune system. This is why you feed yourself with your vitamin C. This is why you go outside and get your vitamin D. This is why you eat foods with plenty of vitamin A. What does vitamin A do? Vitamin A, folks, found in your carrots, your broccoli, your spinach, foods like that. Vitamin A actually builds walls around each cell. It puts a wall around your white blood cells. Your white blood cells is the cells that goes out and attack antigens. It goes out and attack viruses, microbes. See, you guys didn't know that. Your white blood cells is what attack microbes. But it can't do it by itself. You need your other vitamins. You need to get your ass outside, get your vitamin D. The sun is the best source of vitamin D, people. You need to be out there. You criticizing people who say that, oh, this is opening up, that is opening up, and you criticizing people for going to the beach, but beach has all the healing elements. There's healing elements in the sand. You have natural sources in the sand. You have natural sources in the salt water to help heal you. When I had a bone bruise in my foot, and my left foot had started to heal more when I started going more onto the beach and putting my feet in the sand and in the salt water. Let the nature heal. Nature and blood heals, folks. You have any internal injuries, blood heals that. But you have to you have to do things to your body that allow the blood to flow through properly. That's what your white blood cells is doing. It's attacking the antigens that comes into your body. But when you're going to shelter yourself in the house because you're scared, man, you almost killing yourself. If you're not going to go out and get your vitamin D, you're not putting vitamin C in your body, you're not putting any vitamin A in your body, your immune system is getting compromised. And you got to know this for sure. Every single day, folks, and every minute, every hour, every second, every millisecond, our bodies are fighting off antigens. Is your body's and my body's fighting antigens right now. But when your immune system gets weak, those antigens that your body is fighting starts to get stronger. It works just like a school loan. You guys are familiar with school loans? When you go in every semester, you got to reapply for loans again. Unless they give you a scholarship, you have to reapply for, and if you're in a college in a quarterly system, you have to reapply for a loan for school. And at graduation, that is not one big loan. Those are multiple loans. Those are like 10, 15, 20 loans. Did you know that? And that's just how this works, folks. You think you're paying off one loan. By the time you reach the last payment of that one loan, they take that payment and don't pay off that last payment. They take that payment and move it over to the next set of loans, next loan number 2. And while you thinking you paid off number 1, you paying off loan number 2 from the beginning, and now loan number 1 is getting healthy again. Same situation. That's exactly how the immune system works. If you're not going to put the things in your body to help your body, help your immune system stay strong, folks, your immune system gets compromised. And just like those cells, those loans are getting more and more and more bigger because you think because you didn't consolidate the loans. You paying one loan at a time and you don't even know it. So therefore the loans are steady getting healthy. And same way, when you're not feeding the immune system what it's craving, the immune system, the pathogens, the microbes are getting healthier in your body. The key is not to have healthy microbes, to help or have healthy antigens. It's to have a healthy immune system so it can weaken the microbes that comes into the body. But they are telling you to do things like stay in the house, don't go around people. That's doing the exact opposite. That's putting the microbes on top of the immune, stronger than the immune system. I hope you guys understand it. You ain't got to take my word for it. Do your research, folks. Matter of fact, don't even believe me. Do your research. Take yourself out there. Read some books. Go to the library. Do some study on the immune system. You will get all of this information. Listen to people like Dr. Shiva. You can listen to people like Dr. Deepak Chopra. These are people who are telling the truth about science. There shouldn't be no lying in science. Science is fact. But you have people who takes information and skullduggery information. What is skullduggery? Skullduggery is not necessarily lying. Skullduggery is misrepresenting the truth. So in other words, you take some truth, but you fabricate the truth so it can fit a particular narrative so it goes along with your agenda. But you got to get 100% of this information, folks. And it's all out there. Do your study, do your research, listen to the scientists. I'm not talking about people like Dr. Fauci, because they are telling you they're doing the right science themselves and for their families, but they're not telling you the right science. They're telling you to do the exact opposite of what they did. I bet you any amount of money, Dr. Fauci is feeding himself all types of vitamin C. As a matter of fact, he not only that he's feeding himself the vitamin C, they actually telling you all these people are sick from these bogus numbers because the virus calls for you to stay in the house. But the statistic here just shows differently. 60% people who are hospitalized have been people who've been sheltered in their homes. The homeless make up 2%. Go to my page, folks. If you're watching right now, you can go to my page and you can see all this information. It's right there. It's right there on my page. 2%. The stat is right there. 2% is homeless. 1% is jail and prison. Nursing homes, 18%. And other is 8%. So what does this mean? If you take away people in this chart, if you take away the people who can shelter themselves at home, if you take that away, that means everybody has been operating business as usual before, even during the pandemic, and these numbers are showing it. But the people who have not been operating as usual, which are people who've been sheltered in the house, it's more of them that's actually in the hospital, that are hospitalized. Why? I'm not saying. I'm just saying. So that is what it is, folks. I want to say hello to all of you. Thank you for coming in. Stephanie Wynn just came in. Yes, Stephanie, thank God you just said that. I'm glad you just repeated what I said. The sand on the beach, folks, has minerals. It has healing minerals, folks. Listen to what I'm saying. The sand has. I don't know what those minerals are. I can do some research, or you can do the research. Find out what those. That's everybody's homework right now. If you're watching me right now, that's your homework. Find out what minerals are in the sand to help you healing, to help boost your immune system. Do that research. Find out what is it about salt water. You see, folks, everything that is natural is good for us. We're natural beings. We're not made up of injections and vaccines. We're made up of an immune system that is designed to do exactly what it's supposed to do to heal us naturally. Find out what those minerals are in the sand. That's your homework, folks. That's your homework. Put it in my inbox. Tell me what you find out. I'm gonna do the same research. With that being said, folks, I want you to share this video. I hope this video was helpful. If this video was helpful, just put that in the comments and say thank you. This is helpful. Hope I am being helpful to you guys. And I want you to share the video. If this video was not for you, I have no problem with that. But I'm sure it's for somebody that you know. So share it with them anyway. Okay. If you're a pro-vaccine, I have no problem with that either. You go ahead and get that shit if you want to. I ain't getting it. I'm just letting you know. I'm not gonna somebody out there come up to me. They're gonna have to shoot me, tase me, do something. I'm not, you ain't injecting me. I own this body. God gave this body to me, not nobody else. I take full responsibility for my body. Nobody's sticking me with nothing. I'm just saying. So with that being said, folks, share the video, and I thank you guys for coming in. I want you to sing like no one can hear you, dance like no one can see you, love like you've never been hurt, and live like it's heaven on earth. I'm Jay Hunter Lee. I love you, and the world need you. So wash your hands and wash your ass. Peace and blessings, folks. Have a great day. And thank you, Cheryl and Martin. Appreciate you. Have a great day.